What's up, sneak peekers? My name is Nolan Walley, and today we're with the star of the upcoming film, Novocaine, Jack Quaid.
Hi.
How's it going?
Doing good, man. Thanks so much for having me.
Now, I know that you've been sort of all over the action genre, but it's so new for you, I imagine, to take in a role where you can't react to the pain like you normally would.
Yeah.
How was it to sort of like go against your instinct and to have this new performance?
That was honestly one of the bigger challenges of this thing, you know, and I've never been number one on the call sheet either. Like, I've done a few action sequences, but never like a full-on action movie where I'm the guy in most of the sequences. Like, that was totally new. And then to add on this new challenge of not reacting, you know, discovering how this character can fight, because he's not a trained fighter and he can't feel pain. So when he gets hit, you know, if he gets punched in the face, his head will physically move, but I just can't sell that reaction. And especially when you're just starting out, like, I remember my first big job was the Hunger Games, and I had a few stunt sequences in that, and they're really trying to drill into you, like, sell the pain, because if you sell the pain, then that sells the hit. You know, it's not a real punch, so we have to make sure that if they see you reacting, it makes the audience believe in that hit a lot more. So I knew that if I didn't have that I need to really sell those hits really well, because I couldn't lean on that crutch. And yeah, it's also a way of getting the audience on your side, I've realized. You know, like, if you're going through pain, the audience is like, oh, okay, I hope this young man is all right. So I had to accommodate for that. I wanted to make sure that Nate had the biggest heart out of any character I've ever played. Like, to contrast all the violence and the gore, I wanted to make sure he was the biggest sweetie pie on earth. So that hopefully the audience is on my side and doesn't want me to die in those scenes. And then the other big discovery for me was, I'm a huge fan of physical comedy, and you know, without getting too hoity-toity about it, I realized that the lack of reaction is very much a thing kind of from the silent era. Like Harold Lloyd, Buster Keaton, they kind of do this thing where they're a little stone-faced despite all of the insanity happening to them and around them. So I tried to draw from that as much as possible. I'm like, okay, this can be funny still with a lack of reaction. So I was trying to kind of channel that as much as I could.
Yeah. Now, one thing that people have been noticing is it's been a very busy year for you.
Oh yeah,
I mean, Companion a month ago, this coming out soon, and still production on The Boys.
That's insane.
Has there been any weaving of ideas and things you've been picking up that go into other projects? Have you just
totally. Yeah. No, you pick up things from every project you do. I've been very lucky to not only work on a few things, but work on things that I genuinely enjoy doing, and things that I would want to see even if I wasn't in them. But yeah, no, I did a stunt scene on The Boys the other week, and I realized, like, okay, like, I kind of know what I'm doing in a fight scene a little bit more now that I've done Novocaine. Although doing Novocaine kind of ruined me in terms of, I remember I was doing the scene, I get punched in the face, and the John Koyama, our incredible Emmy-winning stunt choreographer, was like, "Hey, dude, remember you can feel that punch." Like, he had to, like, remind me. Yeah, no, but you do carry. That's the cool thing, is realizing, like, the little things you carry from project to project, and I've just been very lucky to get to experience that and learn from past mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last question we have, there's a lot of people at UT Austin that are trying to get into a position just like you. Is there any position or any piece of advice that you can give on just how they can perfect their acting, something that you see college students that they aren't really picking up on?
Well, look, I've had a lot of privilege in my life, and I've been lucky in a lot of ways, but one thing I'll say that just kept me sane during the years where the phone was not ringing off the hook, I got back from school, I'm in LA, I'm not really doing anything. Like, you know, there's auditions, but a lot of them are no's. And I feel like, especially when you're just starting out as an actor, you feel like a pawn in a lot of ways. You're just waiting for a yes or a no. So I think what helped my sanity was creating my own work with my friends. I got onto the sketch comedy group Hammercats when I was at NYU. And that was amazing, because every week I was writing for and performing in a sketch comedy show that I would do live. And then coming back to LA, I was like, okay, I'm not really doing anything right now. Who are the 3 funniest guys that I know? And I just got some buddies together, and we started making sketches for YouTube. They're still up there. It's like, it's, you know, they haven't, like, gone insanely viral, but I realized that that's not really the point. I think the point is make your own work with friends. You can fail, you can try things out, you can experiment in a relatively safe environment. You don't even have to post it if you don't want to, but I think making your own work really keeps you sane in those moments. It also helps you hone your voice. Like, I think as an actor, I was really experimenting, essentially in my apartment, we were shooting it. I was experimenting with like, okay, what works? Like what things are funny? What plays? What when I see the sketch edited later, I'm like, oh, that wasn't a very good performance. Why? And I was able to really test the limits in a safe environment, and I think it really helped me when I actually was on a set know what I was doing a lot more. So I'd say if you can create your own work with some friends, especially college kids, like, a lot of the actors, the film students, hang out with each other. That's like the greatest collaboration of all time. So yeah, just do your own thing for a while. It really helps and will really help you later when you're on something bigger.
Sounds good. That's all the questions I have.
Of
Thank
course,
you so
man.
much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
Really appreciate it, dude. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Take care.
I will.